All right, we're rolling. All right. It's the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Call the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the Lord's hopeful elect who continue to push this truth throughout the whole planet Earth in these last days. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. America, Babylon the Great will be destroyed in 1 hour. America, Babylon the Great, also known as Babylon the Great, will be obliterated in 1 hour. Thus saith the Holy Bible. And it's all, and once again, this is another video from Prophecy in the News, tying in what's going on in the earth through the Holy Scriptures. And here you have it. There you have it right there. Smacking you dead in your face. Prophecy is smacking you wicked as Israelites, all right? And you heathenistic nations, okay? Dead in your face. There's nothing that you can do about it. But wait on your judgment, which is coming. It is reserved for you, according to the Bible. Let me read it again. 2 Peter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now within the latter days, okay, the last of the last days, okay, the Bible says this generation, according to Luke 21st chapter, shall not pass away till all these things be fulfilled. And it reads, but the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store. What? Reserved unto fire. This generation has been kept for this time right now. Remember, the Bible says in Habakkuk, the vision is yet for an appointed time. This is that appointed time. Where all nations, which is beginning with Russia, the Medes, spearheading this thing, all nations along with them have nuclear capabilities. It says the same thing in Ezekiel 38 and 4. Let me get that real quick. Let me get that real quick to tie with what I'm saying. All right? It should be in this Bible here. Okay? I got to order another Bible off Amazon. All right? Yeah, here it is. Ezekiel 38 and verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And what's going on right now in the current news? Okay? Russia, has been said, wars and rumors of wars, I quote, has been said, according to Matthew 24th chapter, wars and rumors of wars, to deploy a nuclear warhead in space. They are ready. That interview that Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin did was very, very pivotal. Okay, it was all through the spirit. All right, Vladimir Putin doesn't even know that he was quoting what we've been saying out of the Bible the whole while. And he says no one, basically said no one can topple this regime as far as our nuclear weapons right now. No one. We are ranked number 1. Yes, they are ranked number 1 in the nation. The Lord said, according to Isaiah the 13th chapter, he was going to stir up the Medes. That stir, when you look it up, that word in the blue letter Bible in Isaiah the 13th chapter, I ain't got to get it, means to what? To rouse up. So when you're roused up, it says it here in Ezekiel 38 and 4, and say, Salaka, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. That's going and bringing them back, stirring them up into that old Soviet Union, the USSR, in that Cold War spirit. Remember, they went to war with Poland back in 1919. And now them, the Medes, the Russians, and Poland are at odds once again on the forefront. They're talking about war with NATO. NATO deployed over 90,000 troops. They are getting ready. Russia is ready. And on that interview with Tucker Carlson, uh, Putin said, well, we have no interest in NATO, but we will defend ourselves at any cost. Ezekiel 38:4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. And when it says armor, that means Russia has all the nuclear capabilities and defense missile systems that ranks them number one going into that again. Okay? Yes, they have superseded, all right? And China's not too far behind them also. They have superseded Babylon the Great America. All right? Yes, America is a superpower. All right? Yes, it's not written in the scriptures for nothing. The whore that sit upon the scarlet colored beast, which I'm going to get, all right, according to Revelation 18th chapter, all right, is a real superpower in the earth. It will take all nations in the European Union to defeat this whore. Okay? Can Russia fight America head up, one-on-one? Hell yes. Iran can take on America, but they will get depleted. Okay? Yes, we were talking about that last night with the Akim, man. Okay? Going back to that guy, McGregor, and it's another one that be on the show Redacted. Okay, with the guy and his wife. The show Redacted on YouTube that all of Great Millstone watches. Okay, they was going heavy into it about how Iran, okay, can give the United States some problems as far as the war. They can create some problems. Okay, yes, a draft is coming. All right, Iran as of today is doing military drills. Okay, and simulations. Okay, that will wipe out Israel off the face of the fucking map. Okay? Ezekiel 38:4, the latter part states, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. All right? So where was I at? Yep, back in 2 Peter. All right, I'm going to hold that and I'll read some of this article from Newsweek.com. It says Russia can destroy the United States in 1 hour. Salakia. Putin ally brags. And you know, a few years ago, okay, the choir over there in Russia sung a song about America's destruction. They may have taken it down. I'm not sure. You can look it up, all right, on YouTube or whatever. But we know this specifically. Okay, brothers in Great Millstone, beginning with the elders and apostles. That's when I first came in. The guys in Baton Rouge, guys out there in New Orleans, guys in Lafayette. We were watching very, very closely. And we're still watching even more. And yes, I said all that to say this. At that time, I think it was 2018, 2019 or whatever, or 2020, give or take a few, Russia, the choir in Russia, sung a song about America's utter destruction in their language. And you know they put it in English. Every time they say something, they'll just put it in English and write it on the screen. Okay? Yes, they want this place, the Lord, Yahweh Shah, wants this place wiped off the face of the map. He will do it, according to the book of Amos. Okay? Now, ultimately, that scripture talks about the nation of Israel being wiped off the face of the earth. But yes, not knowing the nationality or anything like this. But it's twofold too. Go to America. All right? 60 minutes. Oh, let me get that. Yeah, gotta get that. Revelation chapter 8 and verse 1. And when he had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And these hypersonic missiles, that's another thing too. Ukraine, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, Ukraine said Russia used the Zircon hypersonic missile over there in their land on Ukraine. Russia used it. The hypersonic missile, I think it's called a Zircon with a Z, if I'm saying it correctly. They used it. These missiles can travel I seen some that 4,000 times the speed of sound. Okay, nothing can be able to detect this missile. It goes below the radar. America is in deep shit. Straight up and down. America is in deep shit. A space of half an hour. It's going to take 30 minutes for those ICBM. ICBM means what? Intercontinental ballistic missiles that has plutonium and uranium. I think it's plutonium 209. I think it's uranium 300 or something like this. All right. I remember putting that in my notes going to the book of Jeremiah 50 and 51 about how America's going to be destroyed. Okay. Pull those precepts also. Plutonium and uranium enriched nuclear, which is nuclear enrichment inside of these warheads, okay, that fuels the fire, that propels it to go to its destination. And these missiles will be guided by Yahweh Yahushua via the holy angels. Okay? Look, brothers uploading videos right now. GMS, get this work. Okay? Blessed is he that watcheth. That's the spirit, man. Or subscribe to that brother's channel. Subscribe to my channel also. Subscribe to the Elders and Apostles Great Millstone. The brother just put a video up. GMS, get this work. It says, blessed is he that watcheth. It said, GMS, get this work too. All right? GMS, get this work, the number 2. Just uploaded a video that stated, blessed is he that watcheth. And I just quoted that a few minutes ago. Okay? We'll watch it. We watched back then when I first came in, 2018. How much more now today? With these things increasing. Okay? At an alarming rate right now. The BAM, Russia, on the forefront. All right? The Medo-Persian Empire being brought back on the Daniel 8th chapter. Revelation 8 and verse 1, once again. And when he had opened the 7th seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before Yahweh Yahushua, and to them were given 7 trumpets. All right? And it says, and another angel came and stood at the altar having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar which is before the throne. And that's what they're doing. Okay? The angels. There is a certain amount of angels that according to Revelation, that just pray non-stop around Yahweh Yahushua. And the Bible tells us to do the same exact thing. Be instant in prayer, according to Romans the 12th chapter. Pray without ceasing. Yahushua said it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Watch as well as pray. In the article, it states, we are the only country, coming from Moscow, over there in Russia, we are the only country in the world that can destroy the United States in 1 hour. It says, Margarita Simonian, the editor of the Russian state-backed broadcaster RT News, you know about that, right? Said in a clip of a Russian state television broadcast posted online by X account, which is, formerly known as Twitter, it is not clear when the clip was aired. Newsweek has reached out to the Russian foreign minister for comment via email. Russian state television frequently broadcasts inflammatory content and has repeatedly alluded to a nuclear confrontation with the United States. And let me say this. The beloved brother out there in New Orleans, Brother Kaya, put it in the WhatsApp yesterday. I think it was one of his relatives, if I'm not mistaken. One of his relatives, okay, cousins, okay, was giving some intel, all right, about being deployed over there in the so-called Middle East. And I quote, he stated that Russia will go to war. It's preparing war to, the United States is preparing to go to war with Russia specifically. We know what prophecy says. I just read it in Ezekiel 38. Let me get it again. Get that again. Read verse 5. Ezekiel 38 and verse 5. It says Persia, which is modern day Iran, the Carmanians, they will get their revenge, the payback. You see what's going on over there. The United States is attacking our Iranian-backed militia groups. And immediately after they do that, Iran retaliates very quickly within less than 24 hours. I seen that on the guy New York Prepper, his channel. You can subscribe to that also. Persia, Ezekiel 35, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya. These are all Islamic states, Islamic nations. All right, however you want to put it. All right. And Libya with them. And I did an article on this. I did a video on this in 2021. I think it was 2021. About how the nuclear watchdog caught Russia smuggling nuclear weapons into Libya. That article may still be up. Russia caught smuggling nuclear ICBM missiles to Libya. All prophecy. Ezekiel 35, once again. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. All of them with shield and helmet. Goma, Germany, and all its bands, all those nations are surrounded. Syria going to be with them also. Okay? The house of Togarmah, Turkey. Okay? Heavy interest in this coming World War III. They are showing heavy interest in this World War III. Have nuclear drones with machine guns on top of them. Okay? Yes. Russia has supplied all these Islamic states with the nuclear weapons. They are the bad for a reason. It's a new bully in town, America. And they are the Medes, the ancient Medes, Medo-Persian Empire. All right? Of the North Quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. All right? So where was I at? All right? Back in Revelation, I'm finna get Revelation, what that is, the 18th chapter. All right? And break that down. Okay? Let me read some more of the article. All right? Let's hold that on deck. It says relations between Washington, is what they see when people gets on these interviews, or anybody from over there, okay, whether it be the Iran, the Ayatollah of Iran, the president of Iran, whatever, or China, whatever, they always mention the West, okay? But when these journalists do it, okay, or these spokesmen for these other nations, they always mention Washington. They either say West or they say Washington, okay? It says relation between Washington and Moscow. These are the capitals, okay? You have the capital of China, Beijing. You have the capital of Iran, which is Tehran, okay? Tehran, okay? You have Damascus being the capital of Syria, okay? You know what the capital of Israel is, okay? It's our homeland, not those rats, okay? Not those gutter rats, okay? The capital of what? Of Russia is what? Moscow, okay? Over here in the States, okay? Babylon the Great, the capital is what? Washington, D.C., ancient Rome 2.0, okay? That whole structure of everything structured in Washington, D.C. is built off of ancient Rome, period. Matter of fact, I showed a clip when Big Gad was down here, all right, about, I had the, what was the name of the St. Louis baseball stadium? It ain't Fenway. I think Fenway is Boston's Major League Baseball park. Whatever the name of the ballpark, Major League ballpark is for the St. Louis Cardinals, okay? That is literally the same ancient Roman Colosseum built structure. The same exact one. I wish I could split the screen and show you. Okay, but it is what it is. You can go look it up for yourself. Okay? Matter of fact, I might do a video on that. It says relations between Washington and Moscow have been strained throughout the nearly 2 years of war. And let me say this too, all these movies, you know, all these movies, one in particular was one of my favorite with Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington. It's called Crimson Tide. And it always talked about what? Russia and the United States. All these prophetic movies that talks about nuclear war or have some kind of confrontation of missiles being shot off, the two hegemonies are what? Russia and the United States. Period. Period. This is coming. This is coming, man. All right? It says for nearly 2 years of war and few prospects for an end to the conflict of a rapprochement. And you hear Trump talking about if I was in office, this wouldn't be going on. Okay, even Trump talked about NATO a couple of days ago. All right. It says in fall 2022, shortly after Russia annexed the Donetsk, Kherson, Luhansk, and Zaporizhia regions of southern and eastern Ukraine, and people talked about all that. He broke the history down from the very beginning of Russia all the way through up to this current day right now. Talked about the history of Ukraine. Talked about Georgia, okay, Crimea, and these other states that he listed right here in Ukraine. The Kremlin, that's another name for Moscow also, the Kremlin for Russia, said that the territories fell under Moscow's nuclear arsenal. The four regions are where the bulk of the front line clashes take place. In 2019, I'm going to end it off right here. Ahead of the full-scale war breaking out, Russian state television broadcast a list of U.S. military facilities it said Moscow would target in a nuclear strike. You know, Washington, D.C., hell, we just watched it on the History Channel. The whole White House is going to be annihilated. But it's not going to be just certain. See, that's saying that in the news about how Russia is just targeting certain cities. Okay, that's fine. But when all bets are off, according to Ezekiel the 38th chapter, when an evil thought is entered into the minds of Vladimir Putin, okay, which we believe will be in office at the specific time, Lord willing he does, okay? And we also did a video showing how Putin was in the nuclear panel with the two phones. I think it was black or red. I think it might have been black. I think it was black on the actual YouTube video. Okay, and they showed the button, and then they showed the little glass. We can actually see and visualize the nuclear mushroom clouds, plural, that will be hitting American soil. Isaiah the 34th chapter. The heavens rolled as a scroll. Okay. Last paragraph. Conclusion of this article right here. In May 2022, a Russian politician appeared on state media in Russia and said Russia would need just 4 missiles to wipe out the east and west coast of the United States. Damn. A Russian political commentator also said in mid-2023 that the United States could be caught in the crossfires, however you want to say it, of the war in Ukraine. And Putin, that's blatant. You said it with Tucker Carlson. Y'all said the United States needs to stop funding Ukraine. These are what they call proxy wars. And proxy means what? One that is not directly involved in one, but it's on the back end funding these nations, giving millions and millions of cash to Ukraine, and giving billions and billions to those gutter rats over there in Israel. Putin has issued the warning time and time again to the West to stop doing this. The book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 6. I'm going to start here and read down. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double. Because I can break the whole chapter down. What's going to be, this is a whole breakdown itself. This is a beautiful disaster what I'm reading. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to break this down. It's imperative that I do so. That we do so. Beginning with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. America gets double the payback. Okay? Rape, robbing, and murder the Israelites, and going over there to the so-called Middle East and doing the same thing. Yes, Isaiah 47, the 47th chapter is in the making. Okay? Yes. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. America has lived deliciously while these other poor nations have starved. Okay, been in poverty. So much torment and sorrow give her. Oh, that's a breakdown right there. It's like that's a video right there. So the Lord, John wrote, so much. What? It says so much with emphasis. So much. We got to read it with emphasis, with power. So much torment and sorrow give her. Why? The book of Revelation chapter 17 verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Those 10 horns are going to bring so much torment and sorrow to all 50 states here in America. Back in Revelation 18 and verse 7. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow. I mean, America has never seen. I mean, you had that thing that happened in 2001, okay, with those terrorist attacks. But America has not had a great death. I mean, you have not been a widow. A widow is one who what? Who sees death. America sees the queen say, this can never happen. Trump, Donald J. Nero Trump has said this over and over again that nobody can F-U-C-K with the United States. And I did a video on that because he was actually alluding to the space program, the space weapons that they have. Okay, but America's like that all over the board. We did it in Daniel 7 chapter about the look was more stout. These presidents come on with their sharp suit and tie and think they cannot be touched. Yahweh shouts about the toucher. We're touching America with this word. The Lord's finna get it in. And that's in Isaiah 13th chapter. How the Lord said he called his mighty, his sanctified ones for to preach this gospel. And the Lord's going to bring that utter destruction via nuclear fire and also with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger. Revelation 18 verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. One day. Everything changes. And coming up to this prophecy right here, America's going to be fucked as it is. America's fucked right now. Financially through the economic system. And then you have certain events that are happening all over the world. I mean, all over in America right now. Watch the video from Elder Pastor Ariamblab yesterday. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. She didn't just spiral out of control. Pestilence is on the rise. Okay? Famine is on the rise. It's coming. The Passover is coming. A solar eclipse is coming that marks an X over the United States from 2017 to 2024. Salaki, hiccups. Therefore shall her plague come in one day, death and mourning. Here you go. And famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong, what? Is the Lord Yahweh Yahushua that judgeth her. This is coming from Russia via Yahweh Yahushua. The Lord said he's going to stir up the Medes. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. I'm the one that's doing this. Isaiah 45 said, I, the Lord, do all these things. I kill. These missiles have one objective, to kill. All right? Yeah. Verse 9. And the kings of the earth and who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burn. How are they going to see it? Via the phones, television. American Destruction will be broadcast. We broadcast live. Remember T.I. had that song. Broadcast live. American Destruction will be broadcast live. Okay? So many precepts on that. Malachi 4:1. Like I said, Jeremiah 15:51. Revelations. 2 Peter 3rd chapter. All right? This is all the day of the Lord. Verse 10. standing afar off, because remember, these nations are going to go back to their own country. America's going to be a wild desert. When you read Revelation, the 18th chapter, which I'm doing now, in verse 2, it speaks about every unclean, every caged, unclean, and hateful bird. Those are those doleful creatures spoken of in Isaiah 13th chapter. It's in Isaiah 34th chapter, at the latter end of it. Wild beasts of the desert will be haunting this place. The beast, Salaki, the fowls of heaven will have a feast. So many dead corpses are going to be out here, man. Revelation 18 and 10, standing afar off, these other nations going back to their own country. Remember, it speaks about the Arabian pitching tent there. They're going to go back to their own countries. Okay, Saudi Arabia, okay, Iraq, Iran, Palestine, wherever the fuck you're from, you're going to go back over there and see American destruction. The Lord wants it to happen, and it will. Saying, alas, that day is that great city, Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. In 1 hour. In 1 hour is thy judgment come. Lincoln News with biblical prophecy. Tied it in. We're not making this up. Okay? Let me jump down. All right. Like I said, I'm going to break this whole chapter down. I'm going to probably title it A Beautiful Disaster. Verse 16. And saying, alas, alas, it is again, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple, which is a symbolic representation of a whore. You know, like the modern day so-called black woman does, or the Ephraimite woman, with those big hula, those big ass earrings, with them lashes, them big long ass eyelashes, all that makeup mask on their face, them long ass nails, and that box that's down low smells like this. That's how America's gonna be. It's gonna be a funky smell over here in America. There's gonna be so many dead people. But if this is symbolic, talking about how America just, is decked with fine gold, riches and everything. Everybody comes over here, okay, to try to get a better life. Okay? It says, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour, so great riches has come to naught, everything is going to stop. What's going to stop? Here you go. And every shipmaster and all the company and ships, this is the crashing system, okay? Trading, going to and fro through these embargoes in the sea, okay? It's going to be halted. And all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Let me jump down again. It's the last verse. And they mighty, read verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a stone, like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying thus, with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down. It's going to look like the Lord said, Yahushua said, if it already be fire, what if it already be kindled? There's going to be so much violence going on over here in America leading up to this event that I'm reading right now. Civil war. Okay? Famine. Saying 15 and 16 coming in big in a major way. And it's going to lead to this right here. Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessing to the Lord's hopefully elect who continue to push this gospel throughout the whole four corners of the earth in these latter days. A Bible ball, yeah. A Bible ball, 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 a Bible ball. Kwam Yashala, Shalom, Makiyam.